You know, I haven't disliked a story arc in this entire series, and we're 551 episodes into the series. There's not a single story arc I've been like, I hate this arc. I don't even think I felt that way for the filler arcs. There's individual filler episodes I didn't like. They can stick those crossovers up their ass, even though they're the funniest ones. Maybe they can. They shouldn't stick them up their ass. There's others that are just boring. They should stick up their ass. The crossovers are at least funny, and you can make fun of the other show, right? No, I don't think there's a single story arc I have disliked. Remind me if there's one. Like I can't think of a single one. This is borderline right now. Like the thing with Jimby and Luffy fighting each other is just really stupid. And the more they drag it out, the more stupid it gets, and the more annoyed I get. Like, and it was already a little all over the place. I mean, generally I like it. I just there's so many logical inconsistencies, so many things that just don't make sense. Weirdness for weirdness' sake. Last episode epitomized that, but like it's been there the whole time. I don't know. I don't know. They can always stick the landing, and the stuff with him and the princess was absolutely hilarious. It's just really funny. It was also explaining to me why he's calling her a coward, which again is a translation thing, so that's fine. If he was just straight up calling her a coward, I would be annoyed because I just it's mean and it's not true. Crying doesn't make you a coward, but like it's not that. Like it was explaining to me what's going on there, so I'm cool with that. It just feels padded out. When you end an episode the same place you started, that's when it feels padded out. Like you can just completely skip the episode. Now other stuff was happening. I'm very interested in Robin. They're holding that back because that's not really the point. Like it'll be information we use down the road, but like it's not the point of this arc. But we're getting very little of that. I don't know. Not feeling it so far. Once we get past the Luffy Jimby crap, maybe I'll feel better about it. We'll see. They typically stick the landings on these things. And I will say, what's happening with Horty is fascinating, and I love the ideology. I absolutely love. This is probably what's going to save the arc for me, even if it's just it's not great when you're going through it. The idea that something happened earlier can affect the plot this far down the road, 500 episodes later. Like we idolize these people, and now we're going to emulate them, and we actually experienced the first generation of that, and now this is the second generation. That's really good. I also like the fact that they have a point. Humans do suck. Whenever you can have a villain that has a good point, even if the way they execute their point or where they go from their point, think of Black Panther, whatever that dude's name was, Killmonger, whatever his name was on Black Panther. He had a point, but I mean, only but so far. I mean, he was literally murdering people, so his point, he kind of undercuts his point because he's a hypocrite. But anytime they have a good point, they're bringing up something. It's not some shit like it's like, oh, I just want to be superior to everybody else, and that's their whole motivation. Okay, but he actually has a motivational point that's interesting and true. So that's good. I like that. That's probably going to save the arc by itself because like most of the villains are pretty much cardboard characters. The Skypiea villain, he just wants to be God. There's not much there. I love the arc. I love the story, but there's not much there for character motivation for the bad guy, right? This character motivation is better than we've seen pretty much anybody for the bad guys at least. So there's a lot to like about the arc. I tend to look for the positive. I'm not looking for reasons to be unhappy while watching the show, but like man, just the story it's floundering right now, man. They need to pick up the pace. They need to do something here and stop wasting our time with nonsense, essentially. All right. Well, anyway, let's see what they're going to do this episode. Three, two, one. It reminds me when Luffy didn't trust. I think he didn't trust Zoro. It made no sense. It was way back. We're talking about the first 100 episodes. That annoyed me too. It's like when characters fight and it doesn't make sense why they're fighting, and I get annoyed. Here it makes sense why they're fighting. Luffy is a blockhead, so he's not going to understand the rationale. So it's not that it doesn't make sense. It's that it's stupid. I just wish that all of them could band together and make him understand. Because like if Nami and Sanji and Chopper all grabbed him, maybe he would like take an extra second to think about it. Because clearly they get what Jimmy's saying, even though Luffy doesn't. Oh shit, Jesus, he's come up out of them clothes, baby. He's going full Bob Barker with that hair too. That's another funny thing, by the way, is in movies and TV shows specifically, not necessarily anime. We see it here, but the hair goes white immediately. That hair is dead. The hair that's come out of your head that grew out of your head like 6 months ago and is down here by your back of your neck is dead. It can't change color. But you'll see in a horror movie where the white will come out of the skull and go all the way down and change the entire like it did here. His hair was a different color, now it's white. That doesn't happen. What can happen is when it grows out from now on, it'll be white. So 2 months from now, you'll have all white hair. But the hair you have hanging from your skull isn't going to change color. It's dead. It's inert. It's chemically inert. It's not going to change color. What would happen is any future hair that grows out will change color. Will be white from now on. Ha ha ha! Sea Bear's pissed. Better get out of the danger zone, baby. Nice helmet and glasses, by the way. All the fashion choices you could have made, you chose that. I love their logo. It's feeling more like disembodied, disheaded body with pumpkin head next to it, more than that being the human's head from it. It's more like a pumpkin head. It looks like. I have a few notes, but I do like their logo. Wrecked. They've been wrecked, is what you mean. That's not even beaten. They never had a chance. Typical for foot soldiers anywhere we go. The foot soldiers, the grunt marines, none of them ever have a chance, man. Yeah. So we just gonna float above these people making fun of them, or we gonna get our asses to the plaza like we're supposed to? Thank you. Feels like we're kind of spinning our wheels here. Yeah. Hey, any curb stomping you can walk away from. You smashed his little monocle, man. That's not cool. The real monsters are the people riding the monsters. I don't think there's going to be a Fishman Village or Fishman Island. I don't think there's going to be a Fishman Island left to integrate into culture. Like, they're just trashing this place, man. It'll take them 10 years just to fix everything back the way it was. Not even talking about, like, infrastructure improvements you were going to be doing. He had all this money set aside to improve the roads and, get a couple trains running. Now you got to go back to just fixing the asphalt and buildings. King's a big boy. We've seen how big he is. Look at all the people saying that's how big he is. But then these monsters are so much bigger even. That's exactly as she foreseen, and it wasn't the Straw Hats who did it, you dumbass. Unseen dumbass. That looks like Noah's Ark. I just realized. The classic depiction of Noah's Ark. This doesn't. May have just been that one angle. But it's like there's not much happening above the bow. The top deck is all. The entire ship is basically that, right? F you. Yeah, that's one of the many problems with this, by the way. Just one of the many problems. We're not going to feel bad if you don't get something you shouldn't have. Like, I want the ability to travel through time. If I'm going to sit here and cry because I didn't get the ability to travel through time, trust me, we're better off with me not traveling through time. Because I'm changing shit. It burned into his skull, man. We've all been here. Hey, I'm going to have to go back and check out that haiku. I was talking over it. It might actually be a good haiku. I see. I like when the minions have put in an editorial comment about how you're being a moron. Only the top? Yes, he cut the part that he's going to cover with this hat anyway. Uh, I just remembered a Heathcliff that was funny. Start bombarding place, man. Throw that big ass ship. Yeah, that's the one. That looks like Noah's Ark. Well, at least the classic depictions of it. Yeah, that giraffe sure does look hateful. Look at him. He's very, very angry. The bear seems sad. The giraffe looks angry. Like he's into all this killing. That's right. We were waiting here for your ass. Anti aircraft fire, finally. Should have been done, did this. Is that a dogfish around his neck? You know, basically like, the mink. I may have asked that question before. Look at him. See, I'm telling you, man, the giraffe's evil. The other two are fine. That giraffe is evil. I don't like it. The giraffe is making me nervous. Too late. Like I said, too late. They're not going to let him go. Okay, so now the bear looks pissed. But just, you know what it is? The giraffe has resting serial killer face. That's what he's got. Yeah. Shit. That's a hell of an attack when you just land on a bunch of them. Ah, man, that's no way to go. Jesus, neither is that. Had the bear steer, man? Was he using his little flippers to steer? How'd that work out? Ah, here comes the next one. Is that the lion or the rhino? Oh, the gorilla. Okay, we've got the rhino, the elephant. Their support. Meanwhile, we got this son bitch. He's the worst one. He's ready to cut anybody and everybody. It's all coming together. All the plot lines are converging. this is a lost cause, man. Till we get some big boys coming up here, some rough riders, it's time to go. Look at this son bitch. One more and you explode. Don't do it. Even one more pill. This is not something you want to be at, man. We got all these killers, rough riders, and monsters, man. Like, why do you want to be in there? You can't do shit. Just saying. They're still going. Look, Tipka don't like the collateral damage, but you guys are idiots for coming here. They got him dressed up like a Christmas turkey, man. Oh, are you tired from murdering all those people? Poor baby. Bad kitty. See, the monsters alone are a damn problem. Again, the bear. See, the bear's just not that into it, man. The giraffe is. That's the contrast. I feel like four spears is too many for one person. So I guess we're gonna get our 30 seconds of the fight this episode. Idiots. Or is it over? Oh shit, he kicked Luffy's ass. No shot. It's over. Thank God. I didn't want to see that crap. Look at him. He kicked Luffy's ass, man. Very surprising. That's why they did it this way. Okay, see, that makes more sense. They know that's not them two fighting is not the point. The end result may be the point, but and it's the only way this could work because long term, he's right. Humans can't win this. The fishmen have to win it. For once, you need to stand down, and I agree with that. Who is that? Sanji. Yeah, I like that we're getting all the characters. Chop one's hilarious because we can't see him. He's so little. It's hilarious. Well, we know they're not watching Carrot Top if they're laughing. You just look at that last bill. You got a monkey on your back, man. Every one of them's got a sword stuck through him. See that? Except for him. You were never in this fight, man. Oh shit! You gonna blow it all to hell? Maybe you're drinking too much there, buddy. Yeah, yeah. F it. Who cares? Dried squid. He has a very limited goal. So, what's your plan if you're in water? Because most of the time they're underwater. You're telling me that they have dynamite that works with fire. I mean, he was never going to accomplish anything anyway. But I'm just saying, like, typically you're underwater. You don't typically have these air pockets, right? Jesus Christ. Speaking of air pockets, I think they're doing this so the air pocket shrinks. Jesus. His water power is pretty damn. It's a problem. Jesus. The shame of that, the tragedy, is he won't live to see his king saved, which I believe will happen. I mean, it'd be cool if they did kill off the king, just to show the stakes, right? Jesus Christ, man. You better watch the range of those things, man. I mean, it'd be interesting, It happened with Whitebeard and Ace. So this show's done it before. Just because you're trying to save somebody doesn't mean it's going to happen. But let's say it does happen. That guy who gave his life won't be there to see it. That's too bad. Not anymore. Shit's got range now. It's hungry for something solid. They don't care. See, that's the thing. These guys don't care if you take all the years off your life. If you drop dead tomorrow, they don't care, man. If they did, they'd never let you take all that shit. So we got these guys, and we got Jimby and the princess. Unfortunately, they're not coming together. They'll get dispatched first. But at least maybe they'll hold off on getting the king killed. They'll distract him long enough for Jimmy to get here. Look at the way you got him up there. That would piss me off if that was my king. I'm going to kick your ass. Why don't you take the drug too? Tell you what, they talk like idiots, but I think they can rumble. Yeah. Oh boy, that's not good. You gotta get rid of the animals first, man. He looks like he's up to the task. I love this guy. I get what he's saying. He's saying you're weak intellectually and emotionally. He'll be a good king. I like this dude. Well, I get your cynicism. I understand. Get these damn monsters out of my face. Look at him. I want that giraffe to get it, man. I don't like the look on his face. Yeah, they are wrecking these bitches. Yeah, look, you knocked the look off that giraffe's face. I approve this message. Yeah, he is furious. I mean, I don't think they can handle the water shot, but otherwise they're doing pretty good. You sent them out first for a reason. Your heart's gonna explode. We got big plans. This is a war of ideas as much as it is fists and blades, right? That's why it's so important in Jimmy fight and Luffy doesn't fight because it's a war of ideas. Yeah, that's right. I know they're gonna place cliffhanger here. Yeah, they're drugged up. Have another drink, dumbass. What the hell? Oh shit. Well, that's a problem. They went for the bubbles. Yeah. Quit eating my bubble. Oh shit, he went baseball on his ass. It's fair enough. He's the one that most looks like a baseball. Shit. Man, why'd the snake get it, man? Eel. I guess he's an eel. Why'd the eel get it? He's just trying to help out. You really should hurry up. Yeah. If only Luffy hadn't wasted our time. Wrecked. Very disappointed. I thought you guys would last longer than that. Made you too fast. At least he's still in a good mood despite his life literally dripping away, right? That's why they're doing so much talking. Like, if you're fighting Crocodile, what is there to say? You know, he's going to destroy the island. You say, no, I don't want you to do that. And then you start fighting. There's nothing else to say to each other, right? Like, there's a lot for these people to say to each other because it's a war of ideas, it's a war of ideologies. The fighting is almost secondary because you're talking to the crowd as much as you're talking to each other. Like, you're not going to convert each other, but the crowd can probably be swayed either way. Now, they're not powerful enough to do anything. They can be oppressed, they can be obliterated. I still think it's important to win the hearts and minds of the crowd, though. Very interesting. Not my type, she said. When the words came to my ears, I felt my true love grow, I suspect. A haiku with extra syllables. Well, then it's not a haiku. That was terrible. Like it's not haiku. Like now, there may be different kinds of haiku, different definitions, different syllable sets. But he literally says haiku with extra syllables. That's not haiku. So this is it. This is what I went back to see. Not my type, she said. When the words came to my ears, I felt my true love would grow. I suspect. I'm trying to figure out because it should be arranged in like 5 lines. This is only 2 lines, so I'm trying to figure out where they arranged it. Garbage. So not only is he a terrible person and he's a villain, he's also a terrible haiku writer. So glad we settled that.